Yeah, good morning. Welcome back. It is DFW series and we are PR hunting today. This is Palo Duro Canyon, the Park Road climb. About a week and a half ago, we headed out to the canyon for 24 hours and, well, not just 24 hours, but the actual race, 24 hours in the canyon. Unfortunately, due to some very, very significant flooding that they had, the race got canceled at the very last minute, about Wednesday prior to race day. And we went out there anyway. We had a trip planned to Angel Fire, so this was our halfway point to enjoy the canyon and all its beauty for the weekend. And a trip to Palo Duro Canyon is just not going to be complete without a couple of climbs up this park road. This is one of my favorite things to do when I'm out there. Typically, there's a Friday night hill climb race that they hold on this climb. I've done it at least twice and gotten second place once. This year they did not hold that race, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to go climb it. The climb itself is 1.06 miles long. It is about 600 feet of elevation gain at an average of 9%. It does kick up to, I would say, about 17% in a couple of pinches. It's got some very, very steep parts to it. Not all of it's steep, but man, there's parts that are really steep. So this lady that just drove past us shouted at us that there's a tornado warning in effect at the moment. We'd been down there with the family, hanging out at the trading post, and just looking for something to do because everything is closed due to all the rain. We went down to the trading post, and as we were coming up, just started this climb. I think you could even hear the tornado alert on my Garmin. So that's lots of fun. This is the third time over the weekend that I had done the Palo Duro climb, and every time I went out there and did it, I got a new PR. So this is actually the fastest time that I've ever done it on, that you're currently seeing right here. To give you an idea, going into this weekend, my best time was 9 minutes and 59 seconds. That was back in 2014, and I think that was on a geared bicycle. This year, I came out and did it on a single speed bike. And the first time up on, I believe it was Friday night, it was actually Saturday morning. First time up, it was 9 minutes, 11 seconds, so I shaved a full minute off my geared time. The second time was 7 minutes and 56 seconds on Saturday afternoon, and that was, again, a full minute better than the time I'd set that earlier that morning. And finally, this climb that you're watching here, this is my final climb of the weekend. 7 minutes and 42 seconds. That's good for 114th overall, all time. I'm pretty happy with that. Out of 1,081 people, I'm at 114 minutes, and that's a lot of people who are on road bikes doing this climb. I am, as you can see, on a mountain bike, and it is geared as a 3420 single speed. So there is no gears, there's no bailouts. It's just me hoofing it, getting up this climb. This is like the long drag section through the middle. This is really long and consistent right through here. And then at this switchback in front of us, it's gonna get real steep. That's where the first, the first big 17% grade, it comes in play, and my heart rate just goes sky high. So for the most part, everything on this whole climb was done standing. So 7 minutes of just standing and churning gears. You can see You know, my cadence there on the screen, 50 RPM, pretty low. But we're just working it, man, just working it. It'll flatten off here at the top of this switchback for just a hair before it does go back uphill at a pretty steep rate. So here's where it's going to flatten off for just a second. Take a seat. Kind of catch my breath just a little bit. I'm at 168 beats per minute at the moment, which that is right below threshold for me. My threshold, if I push above about 173 beats per minute, I'm going to get in the hurt locker real quick, and I fade very, very quickly. So I'm taking just a minute to rest, catch a few beats back, and you can see we're back up the hill now, 6-7%. And it's just going to go up from there. So around this next turn is the first of our big, really tough sections where it's going to get steep. So the 24 Hours in the Canyon race is a non-profit fundraiser for the Harrington Cancer Survivorship Center. Awesome cause. They do such an amazing job, and this is such a beautiful place. I wish my camera was a little bit more pointed at the horizon where you could see a little bit more of the scenery. It's a little bit low here on this this view from the chest, but it is such a gorgeous canyon road. This thing is so much fun for me to climb. I love it. So this is, always the highlight of my trip out to Palo Duro. We're done with that hard little switchback right there. It's going to stay pretty consistent at about 5% as we close this thing out. We've got one more turn to go through, and then we will be done. So right here, this 6%, this is the final slope. I'm really happy with this weekend, the climbing that I did. We did this 3 times. Every time was a new PR for me, and that's just pretty awesome. Really good feeling. Set the stage for my week in Angel Fire, because what we did a whole lot of climbing up in Angel Fire, and I did all of that on the single speed because I'm ridiculously stupid and I have mush for brains, I guess. But I loved the experience up in Angel Fire. I think we climbed roughly about 10,000 feet over the week in something like 68 miles. It was a ridiculous amount of climbing all on one gear. But this is my best PR ever on the Palo Duro Canyon Road. So that's it. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back with more DFW series racing.